Ooh, look at this. The moving finger. What a lovely idea. All made of rubber. Got this very early on, but only the middle finger there moves, but there's a battery, and I've got a battery controller here. And we don't have to have the sleeve, that's just something else, an extra little Phillip. So just have it on there, and then when you move this back and forward, you get the finger wiggling about. Very strange. Oh my goodness me. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness me. Yes, okay. Or have it lying on a table like that. That's bizarre, isn't it? Oh my, that's going to move as well. Yes, well, there we are. So I've been looking at hands and feet toys. There's quite a number of them. This is just one of them, but it's a particularly clever one, I think it is, and quite large and elaborate, but it's just one. And there's lots of others to look at. The second one is, well, it's I think there's 3 in a row here which are all functional ones, because while that's really a sort of gimmick or toy, here's 3 hands or feet items which are really everyday household objects. What's this for? It's a hand with a funny little silver disc in it. That's a clue, and this is an even bigger clue because it's, of course, it's a bottle opener. When you put this over there like that, lift up the cap, and it comes off, and that sits in the place like that. Quite sensible. A little bottle opener in the shape of a hand. I like that. Also functional because you use it every day when you're having a bath. Is this one called Help, Help, Help? Some poor little leprechaun, I suppose, has disappeared down the plug hole and is putting his hand up, calling for help. But it's a little bath plug. Look, bath plug. Sits over the hole and stops the water pouring out until you're ready to empty the bath. So Help is a little bath plug and an everyday functional object. And it's interesting to see how many people amongst the artisans come up with parts of the human body which then are functional objects. This one here, for instance, you screw it into the wall with a raw plug, if it's brick or wood, and there's a perfectly good hanging hook for hanging a coat on, for instance. Very sensible idea. It's known better days because I've had it for many, many years, so it's lost most of its gilt, but never mind. It shows the structure of the finger underneath, and it's quite a sensible idea because it's perfectly good coat hook. Nice one. But going back to toys, this is something I picked up in the 1970s, in my very earliest collection days. It's just a little rubber hand for, I don't know, Halloween party, or put it in your hand when you pull your sleeve over, as if it's your hand ends with a bony skeletal hand. And it's quite fun and quite well made for kids, and they can use it to stroke their face and each other's hands and things. It's something for children to play with, preferably around Halloween time, I suppose. Here's a very bizarre idea. It's a finger. You can see it's shaped like a finger, but it's a ballpoint pen. So push that down there and push it sideways, and now we've got a ballpoint pen we can write with. But the odd thing about it is when you pull it, bones creaking or something. Oh my goodness, what a noise! What a bizarre idea. So battery inside, little loudspeaker. When you're feeling like it, you can pull it after writing a little essay, and it can make a funny noise. Bizarre. I love it though. Very strange. Can't quite make it out though. And here's a typical magic trick which has been out for years and years, and it's such a good idea that they're still making it, I think. It's a typical magician's prop. It's a little false finger. I put this over my little finger like that, for instance. But when I bend the finger, it lights up. When I straighten the finger, it turns off. So I could put the whole hand down, up and down like that, lighting, and you can put it into your mouth and through the ears and all the other effects you can have from it. It's merely got a little LED inside and a small little lever, which when you push down, lights up and then turns off again. So a typical magician's prop as a finger. I like it. Now there's a toy designing friend of mine who came up with some lovely finger toys about 10 years ago. These are absolutely delightful. In each case, you put your hand in like that, or your finger like that, bend it over, hold it out, and it looks roughly as though I've got a set of fingers, except one of them is being eaten by a crocodile or alligator, it looks like. Extraordinary idea. And he's been eating it so much that he's, oh, look at that bone. He's bit me to the bone. Poor thing. Oh, and now it's gone back again. Lovely idea, isn't it? Because you're bending your finger over, and it's almost as if the rest of the hands... Well, anyway, let's try another one. This one here, put your finger through like that. Again, it looks roughly, put my finger, that's better. And this one is a whistle. Have you got whistling fingers? I have. What a lovely idea, isn't it? And the third one he designed is the most elaborate. I'll put it on the other hand this time. put the finger down there like that, hold it out, that's roughly a hand, I suppose. Ooh, that's right. But this one here, you turn the little knob and what happens? Oh my goodness, oh my finger's been twisted round and round and round. Oh, how painful. Oh my goodness, go back again, it's too much, too much. Oh, there we are, that's a relief. What a lovely idea. But of course, you couldn't go round and round and round if you really want to, but it's a lovely idea that you can have fun with all three of those. Small kids, they call them tricky fingers. We have tremendous fun with that, playing with them and just having a good laugh. Now there's a lovely idea here which came out in 1981 at the time of the royal wedding, which I think I must show you. There was Prince Charles, this is 1981, and his marriage to Princess Diana. And the idea was called Be a Royal Chauffeur. So you put that on your back window of your car, and you sat in the front wearing a chauffeur's hood. But this is a nice idea. These things waggle. Look, it's got a spring at the back like that, so it waggles. And you didn't need to waggle it. All that happens is you drove along and the movement of the car bumping over little potholes or little ridges in the road would make it automatically wave. So there's a royal couple waving at you waving at the people outside you, as you're driving along, and you're being a royal chauffeur. What a lovely concept that is, isn't it? Well done, the designers. And the last item is a very nice one. It's a typical sort of clever design, I think. It's actually a water pistol. There's water inside. So when I press this, whoo, wow, goes right the way up. If I push this one, on the other hand, it goes, oh, I did it the wrong way. Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yes, well, there we are. That goes up and that goes into my face. All fingers and thumbs, not this time. I feel I'm being got at by my own toys.